Hey there, and welcome to this week's episode of RA Raw. My name is Lori McLean, and this is my YouTube channel. It's here that I share everything rheumatoid arthritis related. I was diagnosed with the disease at 2 years old. So when I was researching videos for this year, this was the number one thing that is most Googled about rheumatoid arthritis, and that is symptoms. Now, for those of us with the disease, we are very familiar with a lot of these symptoms. Things like joint swelling, joint pain, fatigue, loss of range of motion. All of those things are very common, very well known, but there's certain symptoms that aren't talked about. And because this is RA Raw, and what the RAW stands for is Real Authentic Warrior, I continue to peel away the layers and get to the root of things. The number one thing that I feel that comes with this disease, and yes, is a symptom of this disease, is depression. Everyday tasks like pouring yourself a cup of coffee, getting yourself breakfast in the morning, washing dishes, folding clothes, wiping your own ass. All of those things become so difficult. This disease is such a mental battle. We lose friends because of this disease. We lose independence. You no longer eat pickles because you can't open the jar. But there comes a point where that warrior attitude kicks in. You see, the symptoms cause a reaction, and the reaction causes a change. And that change, that's the thing that keeps you putting one foot in front of the other. I still have days where the fatigue gets so much, and I've talked about it before, where getting off the couch is such a struggle. For most of last year, it really seemed that I just got out of bed, went upstairs, got a cup of coffee, went back downstairs to my couch, flipped on the TV, and just numbed out. So as I'm editing this video, I'm realizing that I missed stating something very important, and that is that depression doesn't necessarily look like how we think it might look. It isn't always not being able to get out of bed, crying all the time, feeling that life is pointless, not wanting to be on this earth. Yes, it very much can be that, but it can also feel like you're wading through cement. The simplest of tasks become overwhelming, not because you physically can't do them, but because mentally you just don't have the want to. So I would really like for everyone to know that that's kind of where the lines get blurred sometimes too. For myself, I always thought, well, I'm not depressed because I'm not sitting and crying all the time. I'm not suicidal. But what I realized was that I was being overwhelmed. I didn't have the oomph to do those things that I would normally do. Showering every day wasn't because I physically couldn't shower, but it was because I just didn't feel like it. And that very much reared its head last year. So I'm talking about depression because I now know what it can be if you feel like you need help. Please seek help. Mention it to your doctor. Please let them know that you are depressed and that it's not something that is just going to go away. So no, I couldn't sit here today and I couldn't just list off symptoms, knowing that there are warriors out there right now who are battling a mental war. You're allowed to be scared. You're allowed to isolate. You are allowed to be angry. You're allowed to feel all of those things. And you're going to feel all of those things, sometimes within the same moment. If you find yourself living in that space, if you find yourself only being angry, only feeling hopeless, only having fear, please talk to someone. Talk to your doctor. Please talk to someone. So, this week's video was not the regular, these are the symptoms. Hope it left you feeling less alone, less misunderstood. Until next week, have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.